Hello and welcome to Back to School Night. You found the video for the Indigo Orchestra. Boy, did we have a year last year, and I'm so proud of the students for doing their absolute best to try and make remote teaching work, and I'm unbelievably excited to have everybody back in the classroom. We've immediately made great success, so for the students who struggle with note reading or struggled identifying notes on their strings, we've been able to meet them individually exactly where they are in the classroom with support from myself and their stand partners. The Indigo Orchestra has an interesting combination of individuals. It's mostly second-year players, but we also have individuals who are in their third year or in the Double O Orchestra, and they work as teachers' assistants or students of support for those students who might be struggling with note reading and any of the other skills that we learned last year. We thrive under the concept of sharing our knowledge. Everybody here is helping everybody else, and we just want to make sure that wherever you are, that's okay. And now let's try and find a way to get to the next step in our development. So in the Indigo Orchestra, for the first couple of weeks, lots of review. Here are your strings, here's how we hold the bow, here's how we make a sound. Now all of those things will be embedded throughout the entire year, because like I tell the students, as I continued through my own personal progress through high school and college and my master's degree, every new teacher that I had, whether it was undergrad or graduate work, had ideas of how to hold the bow and how to make sound. So just because we're talking about bow hold doesn't mean they're behind. It's just something that we do. We're string players, and we're always becoming more aware of how we make a sound and how we pull a bow. For those who don't know, I'm Scott Krijnen, because some of you are brand new to the orchestra program, and this is my 17th year here at Castillero. Some things that I do besides Castillero: I do the after-school program at Simon's. I'm a guest conductor for the Palo Alto Chamber Orchestra. I'm the founder and musical director for the Cambrian Symphony, which has a full season of concerts at the Hammer Theater downtown, as well as at the Center for Performing Arts with the Nutcracker and the San Jose Dance Theater. I also have subbed at the Stanford University with their orchestra program and work with music educators at San Jose State University. During the year, I'll conduct honor orchestras throughout the state of California or give presentations to music educators. And then as a cellist, I get to play chamber music and solos with orchestras around the Bay Area, the West Coast, and I've traveled the world and toured with my piano trio, hitting Taiwan and Korea and throughout Europe. It's been a great life, and I get to do a lot of really wonderful things, but I gotta say, one of my favorite things to do is teach right here at Castillero. It's amazing to see where students start, and when they're empowered to be great, to see where they go. As we go through the year, I want to remind everyone that you're always welcome to email me at scrijnen@sjusd.org, and you can also always have my cell phone. I'm going to answer texts much more quickly than voicemail, so feel free to text me at 509-998-6708. In regards to assignments, most of our assessing will happen in class. Now that I can see the students right there in front of me, I can quickly address and assess their needs. Some of the things that we will have formal assessments for are scale playing tests, different passages in their music, and those will come in the form of either playing one-on-one for me in the classroom, or we'll upload them on campus. When we get to that point, I'll be teaching the students how to take care of them and how to do that. I know that recording at home last year was very challenging, so I'm going to try and make sure that most assessments happen right here with me in the classroom. The big things that we learn in Indigo. So we're going to learn to play together as an orchestra, how to follow a conductor. We'll be working through lots of different orchestral repertoire, and we'll be tackling the 8 2-octave major scales. These scales allow students to work on intonation, work on moving across all 4 strings of their instrument, work on shifting, and gets them ready for the Double O Orchestra audition, which they will all take in March and April of next semester. Very exciting to see where all these students go, because they're the future of the orchestra program. And when they're in Double O and Chamber, they'll be ambassadors of Castillero as they go on tour to LA and Disneyland, Skywalker Ranch recording studios, San Jose State and Stanford, as well as guests from across the country. So now that we're in Indigo, practicing every day is going to be part of what these students need to do. Step 1, bring those instruments home. Everybody should have an instrument that's going home every night. That way, when they have 10 to 15 or 20 minutes available, they should be practicing. They should practice their open strings, they should practice their scales, they should practice their note reading, they should practice going through the orchestra music. And if they're having a hard time with that, we still have all the resources we had last year. In campus, you'll find all the links to musictheory.net, all the links to Strictly Strings if they wish to go over all those concepts, all the links to all the play-along tracks for the music that they're going to play this year. And now all they have to do is practice. And remember, if they do practice every day, by the end of the year, they'll be taller.